they were really good. I believe they were 4-0 on this map as well. And then for Sentinels, it's a map that has been a little bit difficult for them. I feel like it's going to rely a lot on second. They like to do a lot of fakes with this Neon as well. But one player that always pops off on this map is Nari. It doesn't matter how, it doesn't matter exactly how the round is going to start out. In those late rounds, Nari is a key for success of Sentinels. So I feel like if Sentinels want to stay alive here in Champions, they're going to have to rely on him.
They also need more than one round on defense, because that defense up against GX, I think, is what made all of the fans a little bit worried about their map pool right now. But for XLG, though, they're coming in with confidence, right, Dan? They almost had no business winning the last map. It was a fake comeback in the end. But if you were them, you got to be pretty happy with the fact that they even get to fight in map 3.
There's a chance that that was the biggest challenge, right? That map that was so back and forth as well, trying to deny that comeback happening for Sentinel. So yeah, if you're Shilla Gaming, you're feeling pretty good. You feel like you can also take this map, and you know exactly as well how it's going to be played out on the other side.
And Rarga also feels like he's the most confident we've ever seen him on a global stage. I'm glad he's comfortable at last. I don't know who's going to take this one. I don't think anybody in the world can predict who is going to win this, so I'm just going to send this back into game. Take it away, Pansy and Hypoc.
Thank you so much. And yes, the fact we are here on a map 3 between these two has certainly turned heads. I think a lot of us expecting high things from Sentinels and missing the mark.
I think Sue just kind of alluding to something which is crucial. Being the one to force the third in this series.
It's big.
For a team like, again, we've talked about kind of the mental gymnastics that XLG are trying to overcome in terms of champions overall, you know, how they're sitting bigger picture-wise in terms of, like you said, their careers basically in question here, at least for the next calendar year. Lots on the table, and two things that's going to be lurking in the minds of Sentinels. Obviously, the loss to Giant X, but also the previous result versus XLG. 13-9 last time they met, but certainly a different climate this time around.
Oh, it feels like it. Again, the fact we are here, it's credit to XLG, even with all their worries and woes that they speak of themselves, drawing this series to a map 3. Now Sentinels, they've been in pressure situations before, but this is tournament life. This is a chance to go on a run at Champions. And XLG going to be starting out on the attack, getting sent obviously on that defending side. And already warded away from Garage, and look at that
Rarga,
damage on Rarga.
Right down to 23. Going to be humbled or weaken any sort of sight hit that XLG going to try and put together here.
Nice
now walking into potentially the setup between Zekken and Bang. Or high-low with John QT here to join the party.
Yeah, that's not bad. How long does their patience last? Quite some time, it seems. Rarga, first man in. No way! Rarga was barely alive. 23 HP, and this man just took down both of them. That is devastating work right off the rip. And now, well, Happy Ways just got one straight through smoke, spots out another. Rarga's on a tear, ladies and gents.
23 HP finds 3. I said it was going to weaken XLT on the way in.
There he is. That's the sleeping giant the people have been afraid of. Look at that.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I think it's the time as well. Zekken actually breaks his crosshair placement for the dart.
One enemy remaining.
I mean, that's what you want.
Oh yeah.
From your duelist that doesn't believe in himself, by the way. To open a deciding map.
Fired up. You gotta be fired up from that. Sentinel's gonna feel that weight on their shoulders now. 4-play stack down C-Long. Just the paranoia off the back of slightly deeper contact. And all in the meantime, XLG,
Yeah,
the right
open,
choice.
Yeah, wide open B site here. It's only classics, absolutely no investment from the side of Sentinels.
Spike planted.
So now we'll make things very difficult in terms of trying to have a say here in the retake. XLG comfortably disconnect, actually. Still a turret holding down the back line as well. Find the first in, right, will fall bang. Just continuing to find every kill necessary here. Just Zelsis and John QT left, and not going to have much of a say here. Happy Way going to find one. John QT actually.
Nice.
Let's do consolations.
It's fine.
And we'll remove some of the weaponry. Coconut has to just hold on to a pistol.
Okay. The thing is that it doesn't seem to matter in my mind how XLG win these rounds. It's the fact that they do.
Get them on the board. Yeah.
Exactly. Confidence builders and pressure for Sentinels, right? That's all it is. Now, would I normally hold teams to like a higher standard of, you know, how clean they run out these rounds? Sure. And I'd love to do that. But for now, this starts going outside of the norm, right? When you're in a map 3 elimination game, you're not looking for the most clean executes in the world. You're looking to get scrappy.
Go, go, go.
So can they make it count in a round like this? The bonus in their hands. Rarga still has that Phantom as well. Early contact towards C and the turret removed.
No progress made elsewhere on the map as well. Sentinels want to try and sit back a little bit.
Right here.
Maybe just play towards control here. Again, certainly don't want to see XLG setting up for the sort of execute we saw on the pistol round.
What do they have to force Zekken off this line?
A little in terms of the placement here, aiming for the closer angle, and Rarga again will find Zekken on the way in.
Nah, this guy is sharp now. Starting to feel out the game just right. Narrate trying to stick around on site. Might be a little dangerous as Bang trying to drift forward too. He's been spotted though, Rarga. Revealed and punished. Bang now makes his appearance to put 3 in their grave. Happy Way, a formality at the end. 4 still alive. But a little bit of a note, the Zekken has been put to bed a couple times now. Especially by Rarga.
Yeah, so much value found off that recon though. Able to time things perfectly. Yeah, Rarga at that point is out in no man's land.
Lovely dart though. Again, I got a little bit nervous about Narrate sticking around like that.
Yeah, yeah.
It feels like feast or famine, as we love to say, but it's one of those where that dart was so pivotal to the outcome.
Absolutely. Sentinels on the board though, but obviously XLG back on a purchase. Going to go toe-to-toe here in mid, but Bang actually not considered on the deeper angle. Zelsis again shutting down No Man, same as the previous round here, but a little earlier. That lurk is removed.
This is much better, much better. Sen working off these off angles, slightly weirder positions. A little bit of that util walk up on Garage, willing to fight for that space now. Happy Way, unlikely to do much with this. As you can already see how deep Bang sat here. Zelsis waiting towards Garage, Spike left in that realm. That slow creep from John QT, keeping this map looking very small.
Toxins going up.
Given any progress towards the pit, he is only 2 away. Again, 50 seconds of garbage time here.
Narrate's timing on clearing with that Owl drone's nice. It allows those eyes to stay trained on this side. Remove a little bit of that paranoia. Maybe just position safe for it.
I mean, you can just tuck outside B as well now, even if he does lurk. Again, it's going to buy so much time if they assume Happy Way shift walking around the map. John QT actually on the hunt now.
Oh, he might absolutely wreck this. Do you remember a knife from a similar sort of position at one point? No?
No, I choose not to.
Ah, John QT.
Was it Vanity and Soulcast?
I think it was.
Yeah.
Happy Way's position.
10 seconds left.
Don't think anyone's going to go any further here.
It's about as far as you get.
Yeah. Again, you want to see Sentinels hold on to as many of these rifles
Yeah, absolutely.
as possible.
All good. Happy Way opting to just live is the call here. Keep that rifle for himself. It's the first fight back we've seen from Sentinels now, right? And I like this from Bang. The timing couldn't have been better to catch Rarga on that jump up almost, right?
Oh.
Come on.
Yeah. I think previously being caught towards double doors by
saving
Zelsis.
was just a comms exercise for us. Good drill family.
This time around, Zelsis, yeah, well, yeah. Finding No Man inside the smoke. Rarga, I'm seeing something that makes me feel as if he's going to be a little aggressive this round, but actually tagged up on the cross here.
Man, he's being caught, but last time it was 23 and he still did well. Zekken's having a brutal game here. We'll check back in on that because Rarga's still doing naughtiness, right? Narrate has been his kryptonite, though. Handling the pressure ever so well. A bang on the drop, gonna find two alongside John QT. And this one wrapped up with a bow, no sweat to it. Let's kind of touch base, though. Zekken has been struggling to get on the board here. Now, that's a rare sentence, I feel I'm saying.
Yeah, you see him lose out opening duels, period.
He's a fantastic player. We know his capability. For now, it's not being an issue, right? You've got Narrate filling that gap, filling that void. I worry if it does become a problem later into this.
Last player standing. Spike down.
I think John QT actually going to be the top of the board here. He's, what, 5-1 in the previous. As Happy Way was saving. Get another couple of kills to add to the tally, and an early timeout called here. Just to take stock. Again, after call it a throwaway round.
I want to see what happens when Rarga doesn't get tagged down to 20 within the first 10 seconds.
But I was always going to say it there, I was like 13 HP, might not matter considering what we saw.
True.
Yeah, with the Bucky, I mean, the gap becomes a little awkward then if you can't get yourself onto the back of default. But XLG have looked good coming out of the timeout. So, I mean, we talked about them calling them ahead of some of the more pivotal rounds in terms of the economy and the way some of the previous rounds had played out. So, interested to see what the adjustment is here.
I'd also say they look like a bit of a different team when they get to prep against you, right? When they get a little bit of a good look into it. So, coach should be able to get a little bit of a better grip on this. Very recent eye test, obviously, and playing such a similar comp. That also adds to the matter. Now, ult-wise, Happy Way, Rarga, Viva, all got theirs. Bang and John QT on the other side.
Narrate just one away from the Hunter's Fury as
Ooh,
well.
That's true. It'd be nice to have. A little bit of a switch up on position as well. We're going to have Zekken over towards that C side.
Wow. We talked about how he struggled, so maybe readdress his approach here as John QT invests the pit all the way down towards sewers.
There's a lot of tendency of them liking to work up through that as well. The amount of times Rarga's pathed that way to various levels of success, but XLG might have to now scrap that plan, right? This could be a change up for them. Whoa, careful.
Drone will come through, but Spam's not really connecting on either side. Again, no harm, no foul. Now, B has been a late round pivot for XLG previously. They do tend to favour it if they can create some pressure elsewhere. We'll see a set piece come through.
Yep. So in we are. Respect given enough, and the ult on top. Okay. So trying to construct some security. That must have just been a relatively decent line, or maybe even spotted slightly over the top of that pit potentially. Nice positioning from Coconut, but Wildly's tried to stay up here, but it's worked well to find another. Zekken finally gets himself on the board, trying to stride back in towards the B site. That Viper's Pit is a nuisance, though. It is a problem.
Another one.
Zekken starting to show off what he can do. Takes away Rarga, but that deeper back line is a problem they have to try and
They've got
clear.
Hunter's Fury and Shock Dart, so
Shock Dart goes in. There's the layers to this Happy Way, taking a boatload of damage, but dropping down the bodies. XLG have done enough. John QT wants nothing to do with it. Time to back away and save, as this strength from XLG is a lovely note. That B site they've got a great plan for.
yeah. Again, not necessarily something to repeat in terms of the pit and the Hunter's Fury, but certainly here with Happy Way able to tuck himself outside of the side, that isn't committed towards one of these corners that can be spammed out.
Oh, it was before it even came
way
up.
before the pit even bloomed, But then he actually gets a second kill to bang from that position. Not sure how that actually played out between Zekken and Happy Way, but
Enemy remaining.
like I said, having that pocket outside of sight, Sentinels have to walk so far through it. Obviously then decay becomes a factor as well.
Oh, Operator. So something new added to the Sentinels arsenal. It's going to be Zekken with that one. Where's he positioned now? Okay, A-Long. Having mixed results from here, but this is a classic spot for this man. Does get Coconut down early. This is at the 1:30 mark. That is a big bit of damage to achieve.
It's a TP off the cards here, but Rarga and Viva still ultimates in hand. Happy Way, no man, looking to maybe create a bit of pressure elsewhere.
That alarm bot's still in place. Zelsis can at least keep his full attention on long.
Yeah, Zekken actually faking the steps away, so he's still towards A-Link, just in case there is confirmation elsewhere, but XLG didn't really make a move on that, so Sentinels aren't necessarily going to be feeling the pinch.
It's going to be Narrate still here and Bang on the A site, and this regroup from XLG silently working their way up towards A. Narrate shouldering that look towards Sewer, and an adjustment coming in already. You're going to see Zekin on the right place here. Rarga going to pop the ult and try and find Narrate, who's been playing inside these smokes, but he actually managed to live only until now. It's Bang this time to do the work that was needed. Straight from hell, taking them right down there with him and walks the smoke. It's audacious and it works out well. Bang showing validity after a rough couple of maps. There's no man left with really no options with 15 seconds. Spike down. Did get Bang, but that's about it.
A tough position to be in. Sentinels with some control back towards site, so no real options but to go forwards here. Two crucial kills. Stop the flood from really reinforcing Rarga's pressure.
30 seconds left. Last player
Once he gets in this position, yeah, Bang just threads the needle.
Good stuff from Bang. Again, it looked a little bit weary in map 2. You know, I feel like Bang's always your safe pair of hands, and he just wasn't quite that cornerstone, but this is a much nicer look from him. Rarga, no stranger to aggression now. Still looking to find the gap closed towards A. It would be, this time, Narrate on the other side. And that's a big load of info.
You should run.
And the lockdown going to come in.
Yeah, in a fairly shallow position as well, so. See what they do on the back of that. It doesn't necessarily guarantee hell or default is clear, but these Sentinels respecting it.
Yeah, so the plant's going to come in, late lurk in middle, and then they don't want to allow the plant to really go down. It's a late investment. No man with a fantastic position. Don't mess this one up, though. Don't mess it up. It almost went wrong, but it goes so right. Happyway in the meantime finding Bang, making it really look like they're going to secure this site on this broken purchase.
Now, obviously, Sentinels down to 3. I mean, the retake here has little legs to it. It's going to require Zekin to go absolutely huge. John QT actually finds one, though.
Of course he does. Of course he does. And again, it is Stingers there. There is a Sheriff there. It's not a full buy. Nowhere near at full strength, but John QT tries to dive down. It's Narrate to draw blood, but no man this time. Going to wrap up the round with a bow and get them through to a nice tied-up scoreline. Much better now.
Really great work from XLG. Again, much safer lockdown position here. They're so much just being spectated all the way through mid.
One enemy remains.
Yeah, I mean...
Celsius, where are you looking, brother?
A little more energy down on stage, but almost quite surprised to see it. I mean, once the Hunter's Fury doesn't connect and find massive amounts of value there, Sentinels almost throw caution to the wind to even attempt that. It's, I guess, reading into the lesser purchase a little more, but those retakes are so hard towards A.
Oh, Bang. This time you're not getting away with it twice. He was rewarded last time he was up there top side on B, but now very much handled. Quick learning from the XLG side, checking on the other side of the wall, and that late presence from Happyway. Narrate's not going to get the information he wanted and put Zekin on an island. And it's a hit and run. There was no intent to go back to that. They were still looking towards middle.
Celsius will tuck back in, though.
Gonna need something big here from Celsius.
Yep.
Where are they back?
Currently at a 3 and 5.
Ooh. Barrel.
Yeah, spotted. John QT making progress as well, so that will set Zekin in motion.
Good stall.
Can they stop this hit coming through?
Ball's still there. Zelsis trying to play around the corner of this, but the Paranoia is absolutely teed up. They have to respect it, and Viva even going to catch John QT on the way out through Garage, straight through the smokes. They know their lines here. With the plant coming in, Zen just have to sit back and watch. This has been magic from XLG.
Really, really well navigated. Again, now Zelsis and Zekin want to hold on to these rifles. John QT sitting at 2K, but Narrate and Bang tapped out financially here. Is XLG going to take the lead? Yeah, decent position overall. Again, not necessarily ult set. Happy we're actually going forwards here. remove one of the rifles. Doesn't know Zelsis.
Oh!
Wow. Finds him the second time around.
I don't know if I can get that on the replay, but I want to see it nonetheless. That was quick. Okay, 5-4. I'm getting a little nervous here for Sen. Like a little bit. Like a little nervous.
One enemy remaining.
Looks back, yeah.
Oof. Yeah, okay. Okay, this team might.
Hey, that confidence they're saying they
Yeah.
don't have is really starting to show down on that stage.
It certainly is, and they've pulled out the timeout, right? Like, it ain't looking great from Sen. It feels like, yes, they've been able to keep up, but it hasn't been commanding. They haven't looked comfortable. They haven't been able to get Zekken really online in the early, even just, you know, the normal kind of like round-by-round kills. It looks a bit out of sorts. Yeah, we've had a couple of bailout rounds from Bang. Yeah, Narrate's been around. John QT had a good start. But still, it doesn't look comfortable. XLG look like they're starting to win out in that tempo game.
I think as well, that's got to be the big win condition, really, is just knock Sentinels off their game. Throw them off kilter.
Yeah.
Be unpredictable. So the desk highlighting that Sentinels usually lean towards a prep-oriented team. Again, they have players like Zekken that can really, you know, get their hands dirty in terms of some of the more chaotic rounds, and then Narrate and Bang, and I mean, actually, everybody capable of clutching up on Sentinels, but certainly the main offenders being Narrate and Bang. But here, yeah, XLG just doing a lot right. I mean, we had this conversation. I'm happy to say this now. I thought this was Sent 2-0. Like, I'm not going to, you know, say that I wrote XLG off altogether, but I think my statement to you was, I don't think there's any chance they win out a series versus Sentinels. I certainly wouldn't have said even go into a decider.
No, I see what you were saying, and again, I think we differed in that just because of watching XLG up. Hold on a second. Are we going to get a little... Oh, yeah, we're getting a little bit of that. All right, shut me up. I'm fine with that. You want to put on a performance? Yeah, Zekken's going to put on a goddamn performance. That's fine. Now,
Spike's got a long way to go.
Yeah, he's going to have to go for a bit of a run.
They're going to get all these upgrades as well.
So, what can we do with this then?
Well, issue being, Zelsis actually does have his ultimate. So in a round that you wouldn't necessarily expect Sentinels to invest, a retake on 8, lockdown can be a decider.
Oh, and no man. Senna's super up on this though. Very ready for that one to get an extra body down, right? That's what you want. In a 2v4, you want to catch someone on a rotation or a push up and try and get a punish on that. And he's really doubling down on this. Oh God, no man. This is audacious. They're so aware. And his options now become limited. He went down swinging though. Is it enough for Viva? The lockdown is going to be fine, and he's been able to slip into this one. The flank is on the way. He can't do it. That was off the back of brilliance from Zek, and we were waiting to see that hit, right? We were waiting for a round from that man, and he's had it.
What was that, 3? He's now sitting at 6 and 9. So previous to this, really struggling. Seen him get, I mean, for spade to spade, slapped about in terms of the opening duels.
Yeah, but that was a nice little aimers moment from him. Very nice.
The second, beautiful.
Yeah. I think we caught the third. That's running it back here. Yeah, very nice. A couple more of those. Obviously, a MasterCard Thrifty there, always going to be nice. But still, I think, as I said, my worries were...
My worries are we're already here.
Yes, exactly. It's
at this scoreline.
Correct. It's how Sen looked against Giant X on this map specifically. It's how XLG looked competitive up against Paper Rex. And Rarga rips them apart again. You wanted some aggression. You wanted some highlights. You're not going to get it back-to-back rounds. That's what you wanted. Fired up aggression. Take the fight. So Zelsis and John QT got to walk back into the den, right? Spikes down. Time's on their side. A 2v4. It ain't pretty.
Still got a drone as well, just to slow things down. Zelsis, no util, but back on cooldown shortly. Doesn't necessarily tee Sentinels up here for the retake. And again, with the paranoia not even burning up on the way in, further problems.
God, look at this. Rarga unleashed in this round. Magic from him, really. After what's been a hot and cold performance so far, this is certainly looking a lot hotter. As Zelsis would just like to live. And maybe an ask too far, as already the gap closes there. No man to claim in the end, and XLG making it up to 6.
A chance to actually seal the deal on an advantage here. And the sort of round that, like, you see Zekken get 3, and he's like, right, I'm back on the board. Okay, I'm going forwards. Let me go. Let me loosen the leash a little bit.
I don't mind it. I don't mind it.
I'm all for it, because that's usually where you see Zekken shine.
Yes. Oh, it's looking a little somber on the stage there.
Bleak. Check in on the player cams.
Well, it is worrying, isn't it? Because this is still Sentinels. You know what I mean? Like, and a double operator against him. Oh dear. Rarga this time, though, warded away. That's a lot of firepower. Just down towards C. And they want to pivot fast. They're going to hear this from Rarga. Honestly, the turret might be an issue.
The turret? God, he dealt with that quickly.
You don't get one here. You don't get one here. You don't. Rarga, you're 10 HP, bro.
Yes, he's got one. Zekken again.
How is Rarga getting away with this? Finally put down with a shot through the wall from Zelsis. But that's madness. And now you got Fever. With that Hunter's Fury, you got Happy Way with the ult. Does get dealt with fast. Sen now trying to speed up the pace here and clear through the site. But Wedge...
I was going to say 5 seconds on the smoke here, so Sentinels have to wait this out for the time being.
Ray tries to get ahead of it and just takes a load of damage. What's the plan here? Go to their deaths, it looks like. Pop on the ult, but no one about here. Bang and John QT. It's looking like 7. Could be carved on that board. John QT holding his breath here, praying for miracles. And I don't think anyone's answering right now. XLG, 7-5. Sentinels looking lost for an answer.
Primed and loaded here on the decider. Come out with a 2-round advantage here in the first half. Let's see how this pans out. We'll be right back after the break.
Pushing different tunes, different remedies. Smoke with enemies, whole team put in jeopardy. Chasing melodies that line up to the legacy. Pushing remedies, pass the pain to ecstasy. You might hate it, but I'm only getting better, G. Couldn't step to me, your thoughts are not your entity. I spit a 32 and this shit turning 23. I kept it real, I really thought this was the end of me. But when I'm gone, you can't replicate this energy. Switching cadence to the ravers, it's my specialty. Switching fragrance to the flavors, call it chemistry. Dissing pagans and it souls like it's an equity. This one goes out to all my blazers rolling up the tree. Changing states and spreading out in body entropy. Switching places, couldn't figure out my destiny. They didn't want to know when it was just the mic and me. But now we roll in festivals when I was rolling sets for free. Whipping up a potion, clipping beats, ain't got time for all the fuss and the commotion. I really deep it till I'm frozen. They couldn't stop us when we step back into motion. Yes, you really missed it.
The scoreline condemning the Sentinels and an opportunity to fight for their career in Valorant for XLG. They did what they needed on the half. They put up great numbers, but it ain't over yet. We get to check in here on that Coinbase Econ report, have a little look at how this one lays currently.
Yeah, absolutely. And again, a closely contested affair here.
Yeah.
You get a chance to check in with No Man as well. Again, doing so much work in this first half, alongside Rarga as well, the 2 pivotal players for XLG. And like I said, this is just not a scenario I had planned out in my head for today, to be honest.
No.
But I'm all for it.
Yeah,
Seeing XLG do this is just fantastic to watch.
I absolutely agree, because on paper, as I said, yeah, they looked all right against PaperX, but you wouldn't put them in this category. A lot of people were waiting to see if Rarga would be there, the big man step in. I think it's been a team effort.
Yeah, I mean, for me, yeah, again, the tone and narrative come into this. Right? It's Sentinels.
Yeah.
You know, okay, they're going to get done what needs to be done.
Yeah,
and
they'll make it through.
We're not there right now.
Hey, look, these guys...
And yeah, it's only 2 rounds, but we're on a 3rd map.
That's
And they're 2 rounds down.
Yes, yes.
In a half that felt like it could have been more for XLG.
And you're not seeing your heavy hitters hitting. You're seeing Zekken quiet. You're seeing Narrate a little quiet. Can they make it up on this half? It ain't over yet. But we have to be fair to XLG, who most people wrote out at this point. So we focus now on the second half as Rarga gets curious. Zellsis trying to slip in, but he's already been caught a little lower here. Does well. Zellsis taking away Coconut, but Rarga on duty, delivering death back to back. Bang, and Zellsis suffering. So it's in a 3v3, and you look at the HP, Zekken took a lot, so did Narrate.
Massive advantage for XLG in terms of this being the pistol round, so fairly squishy on the way in here for Sentinels. Confirmation here on the backside, but actually Narrate deals with happy weight. Down to just 9 HP now.
Oh my god, this flank though. There's no pressure left on towards the site. Viva doesn't need to do too much here. If he just pauses, holds this space, they've got them boxed in, but that curiosity is mounting. Oh my god.
Good. They didn't see
God! Viva!
They didn't see his pistol.
Getting away with
my.
daylight robbery, but it's a 1v1 and Noman now put under pressure.
Yeah, but now with Noman being basically absent in this round, full HP, John QT down to 40.
How does he play this? John QT, a great mind for the game. But now the timing from Noman is quick to this. He did quite well here. But John QT opting to take a look down long.
He's given up.
Wants to clear behind.
Giving up line of sight as well on the spike.
Yeah, this is a really risky position to play from. And he's cleared hell. This, I don't know if I like this. Turret's going to be handled. That's position given away. He wants to get half here. John QT has to move. He has to check on this quickly. The defuse, there's no way you're getting away with that one. John QT, too calm, too collected. They're not falling for those tricks.
No, I think Noman almost overthinking that ever so slightly. Again, with the turret going down, it's a big gap to close.
It is.
For John QT to get back to a sight line. But Rarga again, man. I thought maybe somebody would spot the barrel of Viva when he does the check back towards the top of ramp, but maybe Sentinel Play is just too deep enough to spot it. So brings it within one. Again, the purchase here from Sentinels, all stingers. A couple of players here from XLG, well, 3 actually, to greet them on the way in. Again, utility to deal with the follow-up on Hathaway, and Viva will fall on site. Noman and Rarga did invest, even just a little bit. Sen going through the motions. Rarga still finds a headshot. We're almost at this sort of range. A chance to open up the stinger. Noman's found one. Rarga found another one!
No way! I can't believe the scenes. Spike's still down. I can't believe it. Zekken, he's had a shaky game so far.
Is Kryptonite still alive? Rarga's still alive.
Still there, and Rarga's on more HP than he's probably ever had this far into a round. So Zekken's off.
Almost out.
He doesn't want any of what's been going on in A. Turn eyes towards C. Get that spike down. Get something on your side.
30
Noman
seconds left.
starting to explore towards mid now, so he will get the confirmation when actually Zekken starts the plant. So saving a little bit of time here. Full reset towards long. But he's got a stinger. Noman. Does he catch him on the pass? He doesn't.
Okay,
Comes down to 1v1 now.
But it's the Kryptonite again. Rarga's been so good at this. This is where he's thrived. Taking on Zekken. But Zekken's playing this well. Around the world. It's smart. He's cleared sight. The first assumption would be long, but actually Rarga expecting this garage adjustment as Zekken slides on by. Stun goes in, Rarga avoids, but it keeps him off from getting half. And the adjustment through towards CT, does Rarga expect it? He doesn't, and it's brilliant from Zekken. When it matters, he is there, but he had to work like a dog for that.
Jesus.
How is it that close?
The Red Bull clutch for Zekken. Again, it just should never have got to this point. But the point Rarga's up there with the scope, you're thinking, yeah, actually the range of the stinger.
Nice!
Yeah, the last bullet of that spray.
Yep.
Yeah, you're right. You got to say that after a
At
round
this
like
point,
that.
yeah, you'll just get the round. Round on the board. Here we go. The ones that start to matter now can start piling up. The buy rounds coming in. 3 away from the ult for Zekken. Omen in a nasty little position here. Does the Aldrone clear? It does. Happyway in the meantime catches Zelsis, but bang, teed up to succeed. Looks towards backside, but a little late to that one. Happyway was still there, fine with it.
so fast.
Rarga, how are you behind them? Oh my word, Narrate gets away with daylight robbery on that kill. But it's Happyway who's the immovable object, and Zekken this time given no time to try and clutch up again.
Again.
Chaos, bro.
Just so fast and furious now. XLG looking to really shift the tempo of this decided map.
Woof.
Down, C.
God, Rarga was fast to that.
Yeah.
If he was a little bit more controlled on the second,
No more.
that's...
Again, draws the eyes away
Oh,
from
yeah.
sight, so maybe opens up other doors, but
Look at that money, though.
yeah, Sentinels right back down to scraps here, but Zekken will throw another stinger in the mix. One away from his ult as well, so. I'm not sure how, but how did nothing connect there?
I don't know, but Narrate actually walked away
Well,
from
actually down to 3 HP.
Yeah, like there was that late trade, but oh, it's cosmetic only. I
One
swear.
enemy remaining.
So close. Noma makes it look so easy. You can see what maybe Sen were trying to achieve, but it just does nothing.
This is a tough round to lose as well, considering
yeah.
the scoreline overall. XLG on the brink now. A flawless to throw in the mix.
Yeah. Well, let's just take a pause for thought here, just for a second. Again, Sentinels historically have always done well up against that CN region. They've always farmed it. They've always been happy to say that too. And this would be absolute pure revenge if XLG in an elimination game
Let's go, baby.
is the one to push them out.
Well,
They're
again,
damn
just
close.
come back to the point, they're playing for their lives effectively.
Yes.
Let's go.
In terms of champions here and next year as well.
But it ain't over till it's over with Sentinels. We know that. Oh, but Happyway wants this done, man. Zekken, he's been given nothing.
Another first ever where he doesn't even have a say in the matter.
But that's got to be gutting for him as well.
Narrate sitting double negative as well.
And look at this confidence now coming into play, right? Taking space down
Yeah.
C long, starting to
here's
actually play the map.
Here's the steps as well.
I'd
Should
imagine
set
so.
things in motion elsewhere across the map.
He's still looking too. Still got that alarm bot. Now he knows they're going to progress here, right? They've broken past that line. How far does he want to go? Not too much further. Maybe happy enough with this.
There's still a turret to overcome here, but Zelsis can't really make progress elsewhere because that will leave the back door open in terms of flank control. Okay, there's that next checkpoint crossed. They can be on C now. Now we know that they're backing away from this. Still You've got to be careful about the audio cues, though.
Yep.
Again, they're not going to know that actually No Man is the puppet master of this round.
Fully in control
30
of this.
seconds left.
But Viva's got a lot of work. He's still got his dart, so could be fine for this one. Going to be forced to slip probably through the wall.
Oh, no.
But he takes one with him.
Ah.
Bang gets punished, and he still lives. This is wild stuff, John QT. Suffering a similar fate here. XLG have Sentinels on the ropes. A desperate plan to try and get anything working for them. But Zelsis and Narrate, I mean, there was a pixel, but it's just going to be lethal. Zelsis, what you got for me? A 1v5.
Outside the site as well, yeah.
Hell, I'll get a Sentinels tattoo at this point if you want to pull that one off. I don't think it's happening.
You've never been
thank
so
God.
happy to see Zelsis saving his
Panic,
weapon.
bro, panic. Oh, good. I think they know that Zelsis is bowing out of this round. And XLG making it up to double digits. And you can feel it now. You can see it in the way they're playing. Confidence is there.
I have never, ever wanted a team not to get nervous in a situation as much as I do right now, because they're playing fantastic Valorant.
Beautiful Val. Beautiful Val.
And again, for a team like this in terms of expectations, still have
One enemy remaining.
be able to deliver rounds like this. The question isn't there about what's left in the tank. XLG firing on all cylinders.
But you're right, those nerves. Getting this close. And the team against you, Sentinels, I will never count them completely down or out. The right call, the right player, the right time, they can bring back any game. So if we're talking about nerves and being a team to have to close out a game and push that final round, you know how elusive that final round can be, right? And they're not even there yet. They've got a glimpse at what could be at 10-7. It's more than just champions right now for XLG. It's a chance to stay in the VCT, really. So with all of that in mind, it can either make him or break him at this point. And on the other side for Sentinels, it's a desperately needed check-in.
Yeah, way past the baguette jokes now. Purchase is going to be there. I think 3 ultimates on the board for Sentinels, but have a check-in with that once we get back into game. Actually, yeah, a little
shaky there.
Shake of the hand there, which certainly not a good indicator.
Be it through frustration, nervousness, who knows? They've got ults to play with though, Mike. They've got a lot here to round out maybe a slightly lacking purchase.
Yeah, sure. I mean, it's Zekken and Narrate really the 2 playmakers in terms of ultimates here, but on the other side, I mean, No Man being one away from the lockdown, and elsewhere, Hunter's Fury, a pit to work with, plenty of tools at XLG's disposal here. They can be frugal, force Sentinels back down onto a lesser purchase in the next. They're going to be on 11. It's going to be, they're going to have them by the throat.
Now, this is interesting. I'm pretty sure Zelsis is going to hear this push up potentially, or at least the TP from Coconut. I'm not sure because that was quite late, I think. He's been posted on this with full intention. And now he's got company as well. You're going to have John QT coming over to this side. So a 3-2 split so far, putting a lot of pressure on Bang and Zekken to make this one work. And Happyway was a nuisance last time, and he is again.
Drew out the snake bite early, so again, call it a win. All things considered. TP will go through.
Spike.
That is the spike.
I've heard a line once before, that is the spike, and right now Bang is up in heaven with it. Luckily enough, Zelsis does well, drops down, but then the spike gets lost. Viva, worth his weight in gold so far, but a 3v3 and Coconut wants out. Gonna have to give up some of the site, but he takes one again.
What is that shot?
Second, gonna fall here. Coconut overwhelmed. Where is No Man on that flank once again? It's not the first time we've seen him in this position. And Narrate backing in towards it, quickly dealt with.
He's got lockdown.
He absolutely does. John QT, what do you do? 10 seconds to make up your mind. Do you bow out? Do you accept your fate? You go up towards heaven, there's a corner. Not much, but
it's an awkward angle to play onto this spike though, with where it's planted.
It was the same 1v1 last time. John QT won it before. No Man this time gonna have to stride in again. The timing not looking good. John QT, the backbone of Sentinels.
Oh my God.
After what could have been an absolute fumble.
I mean, just a crazy round to have this late in the day. Again, with the spike being committed here.
And then this happening, like, luckily enough, you had the Fury get... Oh.
That shot to Zekken mid-slide was filth.
Jesus. God, John QT is staying alive under pressure.
Yeah, you can see it
again. I mean in the clutch, god damn.
Easier to call from the outside, but No Man just not considering the possibility of that reposition.
And Zekken again taking a boatload of damage just off the spam early. He's just having a rough game. Like, I can't like some of the shots Rarga's been hitting on him. I can't even say much about it, but a deep line for Rarga. We've not seen him go on these sort of missions before. Let's see what that awareness is like from Sentinels. Do they consider he could be here? This is an operator. Cleared off angle. No. Stays on his line. Just enough.
Back away. Yeah, the stun to slow things down potentially, and because elsewhere I did see the pit invested a little funky coverage on B site.
Ah yes, the lobster claw. Famous
More like
one.
a fish actually.
I'll leave that to the people to decide.
Yeah, the hard-hitting stuff here in round 19. Sentinel's going to take stock of what's going on elsewhere. Rarga exploring once more.
Even the fact they're willing to go back towards C, are they expecting a rotation, or do they
Did
just...
catch Celsius?
Now he's feeling good about this. Does he stay committed? I feel like you would, right? Like, you've got a couple more seconds. Because that turret's still there. This system had worked last time. You had No Man in this position, and they have no idea. They're just waiting here. Turret now finally goes in. Rarga has to push forward. It's just picture perfect. Zekken finally drops down Rarga, but it's Zekken and Narrate, and No Man's got their number. 10 seconds, it's up to 11. XLG can't stop winning.
What's the buy?
It ain't gonna be pretty, is it?
Again, I was concerned in the previous again. It came down to 1v1. It's not necessarily as if Sentinels would have put a cushion, a buffer behind them and now we're going around later. So XLG have found 11, Lauren.
I can't believe it. Look at this. Yeah, have your moment. Have your moment. Basically, at this point, avenging your region. The buy, Mike.
It's
Look
hideous.
at that.
It's hideous.
Okay, so what, they've got the 2 Phantoms and then Stingers to round out. Is it out?
Got the pit, got the lockdown, so they can almost clear sight and try and secure with the pit. But
the Outlaw as well, got to throw
XLG
that
have
in.
got 3 here. They might even just...
Are they going fast? Okay, the Paranoia is super good though. Zekken getting mullet though. Melted Coconut. Just devastating. What
Got
is
another
that? Bang is out of here. Now Happyway wants in. It is devastating work. XLG going from strength to strength and making Sentinels look out of it.
And they've broken the bank.
Look at
this
this.
is just heartbreaking for Sentinels to be in this situation,
Unreal.
but what a moment for XLG.
Take it in. Oh. God, it feels fated on some of these shots. SEN region should be proud of this team right now.
Stingers.
That's all they got.
Still got the pit, but you got to get to sight.
SEN feeling the scrutiny now, feeling the pressure as XLG coming alive when it matters. It is a massacre in Garage as John QT and Narrate might just have to face the music.
Trying to back away, Narrate's caught. Now it's down to John QT. He's given us a clutch, but now a 1v4. Stinger in hand, Lauren. It's excruciating to watch.
It is. And he has to do this, though, to try and fight forward, to give them another try at this. But XLG, no matter the odds, have pushed forward here and made Sentinels look sloppy. One gonna come in, trying to find a win condition, find a chance to use that ult. He has clutched up for this side before.
It's quite shallow, though. He's got to commit towards a very deep hold in towards the archway here.
Oh, man.
Got a snake bite. He can slow down if he does get a kill.
What can he do? Paranoia's in, trying to slow down that roll, trying to buy them some time. Has to try and fight 30 HP. I think they might have just done this. XLG are sending Sentinels home!
What an insane performance. Catching Sen, blindsiding them. A punch to the gut for a North American giant.
One of the juggernauts here, bowing out very early. Again, Sentinels in these big games, they do tend to upswing under pressure. But today, the underdog has had its day. A lot of doubters about this side, and rightly so. But the level we saw on map 3 was unbelievable.
Again, I said to you, I'd be very happy to be proven wrong.
Yes.
This is absolutely what I would have asked for. I wouldn't want to see Sentinels come out and completely fold. I think there's been round by round examples of that, but overall here, XLG, a fantastic series.
And for Sen, this has been a harsh Champions. It's probably one of the most competitive Champions we've seen in a long time. Even the favorites, even the odds, don't tell you the full tale now. Sen now got a long journey back home, but for XLG, how far can that team go? The potential is there. And they actualize it and make it their own when it matters.